Which intelligent hairdryer is better, the T3 or the Dyson? Let's find out. Gonna be doing a blowout today with both of these hair tools on my curly hair. I'm gonna do one side with the T3 and the other side with the Dyson. Let's get right into it. But first, let's add a prepping product. This is from Drybar. This is the Blowout Defense. I really like this. It's kind of like an all-in-one product. It has heat protection and it also detangles your curly hair super well. It's supposed to cut blowout time, which is also a big plus. So I'm just adding this to all my hair. This is kind of like an all-in-one product. It also smells really, really good. I'm gonna detangle my curls, make sure that I have no knots before I blow out my hair. And I'm just gonna divide my hair into a couple different sections, but I am going to split it right down the middle. All right, let's do a section with each hair tool first, and then we're gonna get into all the details about these hair tools. We're talking about price, features, and all that stuff. So let's do this section first with the Dyson Nural. I'm gonna turn this on, high heat setting, high speed. Pause detect mode, super nice. When you place it down, the hair tool brings the heat setting and the speed setting down. It's called the pause detect mode. So that makes the hair tool a lot less loud. The room also doesn't get as hot and you're less likely to burn yourself with the nozzle attachment, which is a big plus. When you grab it again, it goes back to the setting and speed setting that you chose. So pretty cool. This is what the section is looking like with the Dyson Nural. Let's move on to the T3 side. I'm gonna be using this concentrator attachment. This is the thinnest one out of the two that come with the T3. So let's turn this on. Let's see. All right. High heat setting, high speed. It also has the pause detect mode, which is nice. Place it down. I'm just going to bring the settings down as well. This is what the T3 section is looking like. Really like it. It also dried my hair very quickly. So now that you've had kind of like an idea of how these hair tools work, let's get right into the attachments that come with the hair tools and the price. The Dyson Supersonic Nural is $400 right now just because it's on sale. The original price of this is about $500. This is what the hair tool looks like. It is so gorgeous. I really like this color. This is the attachment that I normally use with this hair tool. This is called the styling concentrator attachment. The attachments are magnetic, as you can see. You also get this drying attachment. This is the gentle air attachment. This is just basically to like rough dry your hair. You get a wave and curl diffuser attachment. As you can see, this is kind of like a 2-in-1 diffuser attachment. So when you take this off, this is more for like wavy hair. And if you attach this part in the top, this is more for like coily and curly hair. You also got this flyaway attachment. As you can see, it's really good for bringing down the flyaways, the baby hairs. And you also got this wide tooth comb attachment, which is really nice for elongating your curls. And if you want to give yourself a little bit of lift at the roots, this is also really good for that. Probably one of my favorite things about this hair tool is that you get a very nice, good quality case, at least for the color that I selected. I don't know if the other colors bring a case, but I think they do. For this color that I have, the strawberry bronze blush color, you do get a case. If you get it in this rose gold color, you don't get a case, and it is $500. So this one is not on sale, so keep that in mind. Just get one of the other colors. It's $100 off and you get a case. I mean, it's a deal. It's a no-brainer. So that's what you get with the Supersonic Nural. Let's move on to the T3. This is the T3 Aire IQ. It's right now $400. That's the original price. It was on sale like a week ago for like $300. I'm not sure why it's not on sale right now, but yeah, it's $400. You do get two nozzle attachments. This one is the quick dry attachment, just to like rough dry your hair, and this one is the styling attachment, which is a little bit thinner, so you do get a more concentrated dry. This is the one that I always use. You also get a diffuser attachment. I think this is also really nice. I've used it a couple of times already. And you get a stand, which is nice. You don't get a case, but you get a stand. I have been using this every time I use this hair tool. I actually place it right here behind me, and I just literally place it like this. It's magnetic, and this is kind of like the case for it, but it's a stand. So you can put all the attachments right here. Oh, well, that happens sometimes too, which is not the best. If I had to pick between a stand and a case, I would pick a case. But I mean, if you want the aesthetics and if you want this to look cute, like in your bedroom or something, or your bathroom, then this is also nice. But then the diffuser is kind of like, you don't know where to place this, so yeah. Anyways, let's get right into drying all my hair. I'm gonna set a timer for each side, and let's see how long it takes me to do all my hair. The T3 Aire IQ is an intelligent hair dryer. You're able to put your hair texture on the screen, and it will select the preferred heat setting and speed setting with each section for your hair type. So for me, when I do blowouts, it always selects the highest speed setting and heat setting, which is what I usually do anyways. But since I have very thick hair, I do need a little bit of extra heat to get a smooth blowout. And then for the diffuser attachment, it does a lower speed setting and a medium heat setting, which is interesting because sometimes with the diffuser attachment, if you want a very quick dry, sometimes you'll put it in the highest speed setting, but that will cause some frizz. So if you want the best look and if you want the most definition on your curls, definitely try a lower speed setting, even if it takes you a little bit longer to dry your hair, but it's worth it because it's gonna look way less frizzy. This one comes in two different colors, the blush and the white. It also has the smart attachment recognition, which is going to detect the connected attachment to automatically refine temperature and airflow. This has built-in memory, which is going to store your settings. This has the T3 Soft Air technology, which is going to give you a quicker dry. It's supposed to dry your hair 40 times quicker than other hair dryers. So, I mean, I do notice a quick dry with this hair tool. I never noticed that it was that much. I definitely feel like it is very powerful and it gives me a very quick dry. And it does leave my hair pretty smooth. So that's why I have been using this hair tool a lot lately. This also has the smart attachment recognition, which is going to instantly recognize your connected attachment to refine heat and airflow to your styling needs. This is when the dryer automatically turns on and off when picked up or put down. That already makes this hair dryer next level in my opinion. I also really like the design of this hair tool. I love that I'm able to place it down on my table and it's not gonna like fly away or anything. I have other hair dryers that have a different shape, so it's a little bit hard to place down my table without it like flying away. So I really like the design of this one because you're able to place it down, it's gonna stay still, and you're just able to move and do everything a lot quicker. Now let's move on to the Dyson Supersonic Nural. I wanted to compare the T3 to this Dyson because they are just so similar. I noticed that these two hair tools have very similar features and a very similar design. And the price is also pretty much the same right now. The Dyson Supersonic R is a lot more expensive and the design and everything is just a lot more different. So that's why I wanted to compare it to the Nural instead. The Dyson doesn't have a screen like the T3, but it is also a very intelligent hair dryer because of all the features. It has the scalp protect mode, which is a time of flight sensor that automatically adjusts to maintain an optimal target temperature for improved moisture retention. When you put it in the scalp protect mode, as you can see, the heat setting changes depending on the moisture of your hair and how wet it is. As you can see, for the sections that are still wet, the heat setting went up to the second heat setting, and then for the section that is already dry in the bottom, the heat setting is at the first heat setting, so it went down. I personally don't really love this because I really do need the highest heat setting, the highest speed for me to get a smooth blowout. I have tried to do a whole blowout with the Dyson Supersonic Nural with the scalp protect mode, and I just don't think that I got a good blowout. Honestly, I feel like it looked a little bit frizzy. But once I use this without that mode and just in the highest heat setting and highest speed, I definitely get a smoother blowout, but I still do get a little tiny bit of frizz. I feel like the T3 gets a tiny bit hotter than the Dyson. But one thing that I really do like about the Dyson is the attachment. I prefer the Dyson Supersonic Nural attachment more than the T3 attachment because this one is a lot thinner. It's going to give you a more concentrated dry. and this one is way wider, as you can see. So even though the T3 is a lot hotter, I feel like I'm able to get a pretty good blowout with this, but I wish that it had a nozzle attachment kind of like the Dyson. I wonder what type of blowout I would get with the T3 hair dryer, but with a thinner concentrator attachment like the Dyson. That would probably give me such a nice blowout. I really hope T3 comes out with a thinner nozzle attachment for this blow dryer. That would be amazing. But anyways, let's continue with the Dyson. So the Dyson also has the attachment learning feature, just like the T3. It's going to recognize each attachment as you use it and remember your preferences, so it will automatically adjust to your go-to settings. So with the T3, right away, it's just gonna ask you if you have thick hair, medium hair, thin hair, and it's going to select the heat setting and speed setting for you with each attachment. With the Dyson, you select the heat setting that you want and the speed setting, and then over time, it will remember it and automatically select that heat setting and speed setting for you with each attachment. So the T3 automatically just right away gives you a setting, and the Dyson, you pick the setting, but over time it's gonna remember what setting you like to use and automatically adjust to your go-to settings. Also, the Dyson Supersonic Nural has the pause detect mode, which is one of my favorite features. It's going to detect when you place the hair tool down, deactivating the heater and decreasing airflow. I really like this feature because the hair tool doesn't get as loud and you're less likely to burn yourself with the nozzle attachment. And sometimes when I use other blow dryers and I place them down in the highest heat setting, high speed, it literally flies away. Like it literally, sometimes I drop it, it'll just fly out of the table. So I really like this feature because the hair tool just kind of like stays still. And that's amazing. I have dropped so many blow dryers in the past and I just hate it because I don't want to break my blow dryer, you know? Anyways, I'm going to finish doing all my hair and I'll be back with the final look and my thoughts. Okay, I am all done doing my hair. It took me 20 minutes to do the Dyson side, not bad. It took me about 22 minutes to do the T3 micro side. Also, not bad at all for me because it'll usually take me like 45 minutes to an hour to do all my hair. This side of my hair is a lot curlier than this side, so I knew this side was going to take me a little bit longer. Either way, I feel like both of these hair tools gave me a very quick dry. One thing that I noticed about the Dyson is that the magnetic attachment is way better than the T3. Like it is just stronger, it just doesn't fall out at all. And with the T3, it definitely did fall off sometimes, not when I was using it, but whenever I would place it down, it would kind of like detach. It did come off about 3 times because I usually place it like this, but then sometimes if it like falls to the side, the attachment will just like come off. So the magnetic attachment isn't terrible, but I noticed that the Dyson is way stronger. Like this, you can go like this and drop it and everything, and it most likely won't come off. You kind of have to like snap it off like that, because it's just very strong. So I like the magnetic attachments more on the Dyson than the T3. But overall, I feel like I got a very good blowout. But yeah, guys, what do you think? Which side do you like better? Do you like the T3 side better, which is this side? Or do you like the Dyson side better, which is this side? Honestly, my thoughts are if the T3 is on sale for like $300, $100 off, then I would just get the T3. But if the Dyson is on sale for $400 and the T3 is not on sale and it's also $400, then I would just get the Dyson. But if it's $500 and it's not on sale, I would get the T3. You know what I mean? I just feel like with the Dyson, you do get more attachments and you also get this case. The magnetic attachment is better as well. And they're almost like the same type of hair tool. But the T3, it literally brings the attachments that I need and the attachments that I use. I use a diffuser attachment and a concentrator attachment. That's about it. So the Dyson does bring more attachments, but at the same time, I don't really use all of them, honestly. I feel like both hair tools gave me pretty similar results. I don't notice a huge difference. I mean, do you guys notice a difference? Let me know in the comments down below. But they both look pretty similar, so I don't notice a huge difference with that. But I do like the magnetic attachment on the Dyson a little tiny bit more, and I just like the nozzle attachment on the Dyson a little bit more than the T3. But if you're able to get this for $300, I would get the T3 because I feel like it gave me pretty much the same look and it gave me a pretty nice blowout. It also has very similar features. So yeah, it's like they're both so similar, honestly, so similar, and both of them are really good and next level hair tools. Anyways guys, that is it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to try out any new hair tools. I'm going to be trying out the new Babulous, the 5-in-1 like blow dryer brush hair tool. I forget what it's called, but I'm getting that in the mail soon, so I'm going to be filming that very soon. I kind of want to try the L'Oreal hair dryer. I've been eyeing it. Whenever it goes on sale, maybe I'll buy it, but I don't know. I just can't see myself spending almost $500 for another blow dryer. It's just ridiculous. It's just a lot. And these hair tools can get expensive, you know, like this one is like $400, this one's $300, and yeah, it just gets a little bit expensive. So if you guys really want me to buy it and try it out, I will. So let me know in the comments down below. But anyways guys, that is it for this video. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in my next video.